June to November. Eliza Harriot establishes Mrs. O'Connor's Female Academy, Alexandria, Virginia. October 17th to 22nd. Eliza Harriot visits Mount Vernon. December. Eliza Harriot possibly travels to join John in Edenton, North Carolina. 1789. Before May. Eliza Harriot establishes French and English Academy, Georgetown. Fall to April 1790. John publishes Political Opinions, particularly respecting the seat of federal empire, and proposes a magazine. 1790. November. Eliza Harriot establishes French and English Academy, Charleston, South Carolina. 1791. May. Washington visits Charleston. John publishes newspaper tribute to Washington. 1792. March. John auctions land, plans to go to Dublin. April. Eliza Harriot advertises return to teaching to pay John's debts. September to December. Eliza Harriot establishes a school in Savannah, Georgia. 1793. January to April. Eliza Harriot establishes Augusta Female Academy, Augusta, Georgia. July. Eliza Harriot establishes Female Seminary, Columbia, South Carolina. September. John opens agency office. Last notice of John. 1799. November. Last extant advertisement by Eliza Harriot. 1811. April 22nd. Eliza Harriot writes will. Unknown. Eliza Harriot dies. June 11th. Eliza Harriot's will is executed. Introduction. The Age of the Constitution. The state of New York was represented, dined at a club at Gray's Ferry over the Schuylkill, and drank tea at Mr. Morris's, after which went with Mrs. Morris and some other ladies to hear a lady read at the College Hall. George Washington, Diary, May 18th, 1787, rough draft. Friday, 18th. The representation from New York appeared on the floor today, dined at Gray's Ferry, and drank tea at Mr. Morris's, after which accompanied Mrs. Morris and some other ladies to hear a Mrs. O'Connell read, a charity affair. The lady, being reduced in circumstances, had recourse to this expedient to obtain a little money. Her performance was tolerable. At the College Hall. George Washington, Diary, May 18th, 1787. Fair copy. 150 years ago, in 1872, Victoria Woodhull ran for president, the first woman to do so. But as of 2022, only men have ever been elected. The U.S. Constitution features 28 apparently male pronouns relating to the president. These pronouns lead some to conclude that women were excluded intentionally from the constitutional state. And even for others, who read the repetitive he's of the Constitution as gender neutral, it can be hard to imagine that the 1787 Constitution might reflect the possibility of female participation. But in March 1788, Pennsylvanian Hugh Henry Brackenridge read the Constitution as open to a female president. His essay was devoted to mocking the myriad criticisms of the Constitution by, for example, pointing out that nothing guaranteed the right to shave one's beard. Brackenridge began, "The first thing that strikes a diligent observer is the want of precaution with respect to the sex of the president. Is it provided that he shall be of the male gender?" He added, "What shall we think if, in progress of time, we should come to have an old woman at the head of our affairs?" And similarly asked, "What security have we that he shall be a white man?" Brackenridge revealed the Constitution's apparent semantic gender and racial tolerance, and made explicit the assumption that constitutional affairs were to be the exclusive jurisdiction of white men. When we think or see famous images of the convention that drafted our Constitution, only white men appear. With respect to